today's video is supposed to have been up about a week ago, and I filmed it. I fully edited it, music and everything, and I thought I uploaded it and deleted it completely. So I decided that I would sort of finish doing what it says the video is supposed to be, and then I would come back and do it again. So this is my spring cleaning video. Now I know for the most part during my videos this is all you see, and I do have a little bit of a mess building back up, I won't lie. So I'm gonna quickly get rid of that mess because it shouldn't be there, and then I'm going to give you a little bit of a spring cleaning room tour. I have also reorganized and cleaned and tidied the games room, I suppose, and sort of my share of it. And so tomorrow morning I will film that bit, and as soon as it's done, this video will go up. So we'll do the room tour first, and then obviously tomorrow morning's bit will be at the end of the video. And I will have another bit that I'll film after the room tour as my little closing part as well. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is turn that off, because I need to turn that on in order to give you a proper look at everything. Cool. Awesome. I think we'll start on this side that I'm already on, and I'll work my way around. So, first things first is we have this that lives in here. The Questions for Myself book, which I will look at later, lives on top of this one. Got my medications, got some handbags, batteries, all sorts of things that I actually need and use quite frequently. This lives in there as well. That's the button for my LED strip. I need that at the moment though. Next to that, obviously, we've got this corner. This box here, let's see if we can get you into the corner here. This box here I use predominantly for my bottles and cans. As we can see, I've got bottles and cans. So they live in here once they're used, so that they can go back to the return and earn stations. Regular garbage. The bag is for the red cycle stuff, the soft plastics and whatnot that you can actually take back to store so they can get reused properly. And then that means that predominantly most of my recyclables is paper and cardboard, like our shapes box here. The insert of that is actually recyclable, so that's my little that's my bin. It's a 4-stage process, quite easily divisible, and I always try to get red cycle stuff where I can. We then come up here. This has been tidied up and whatnot. Got my mask, my keys, my wallet, my sunglasses for if I'm ever actually allowed out of the house again. Picture of my parents, dragon sculpture, little jar thing, my Gengar, of course, and then over here, nice big open space. I'm actually thinking that I might move because of how much space it's currently taking up. This. Right. Washing basket. Now, this top bit is still a mess. It's a work in progress. But the fact that I've managed to contain it all up here is actually, as you'll see as I go through each door, quite a feat. The clothes that are just here, these back two hangers are the pants and jacket for my Fetch Walker cosplay. Got a spare coat hanger for jeans to go with this one for my Delson cosplay. The beanie for which is up here. Where we got the pocket. I'm one-handing this, so I'm going to sit there for the moment. So that's that, and then this one and this one are going to be my Eugene Simmons cosplay. I just need to get, obviously, the shirt for him. I have the jeans for this one. I don't know where they are currently. I've probably worn them, to be completely honest. Down the bottom here, that's always just sort of lived there, so I left it there. It sits nicely in the corner, out of the way, it's not hurting anybody. And I can now, I guess, actually, no, I've got a thing further up that I can move down here. Give me 2 seconds to just do so. There we go. The bag that I've just moved there is full of my itchy pagan stuff. So like my tarot cards and whatnot, leave it in there. Okay. Next door. Now as we sort of saw from the end of the last door, we've got some spare hangers right back there. Pants, shirts, jackets, jumpers, etc. My cosplay box, and a bunch of bedding, my belts, they're kind of organised. This next one, the one I'm most proud of, because I was able to move all of my books forward and clear out these shelves, except for my laptop, which just sort of lives there, plugged in and charging here, so it just sort of lives there. I've got a couple of games that aren't the rest of my games sitting here, mainly because they're the ones that I've played the most recently. The blanket that I don't need anymore because the colder parts of winter's over. We're actually in spring now, so I'm surviving without it. Some cushions that were being used and are no longer needed where they were. But since they are mine, they have come to live with the rest of my things. And then it brings us to this corner over here, which has this drawer, which when I'm not using them has this living in it, with its cord being this one, no, this one, the bottom one, and then the ring light lives in there too, along with my snacky stuff all in there, and then the sleeves from my hoodie that I used to make the Ray Ghost Trainer jacket lives there, because as you can see, this one here, which is what this is plugged into, has a green light which is very bright at night, and I use that to just sort of, when I can get it to sit, it sits like that to block out the light so I can actually sleep. And that's about it. And my bed, and that's it. this bottom drawer, you can see there's two. This one here, the one that goes up and can't be used, is the junk drawer. It needs to be gone through, but at the moment it's just inaccessible and therefore out of the way. Just the way I like it. And that was being used. It is no longer needed, so it's currently sitting there until I take it out. Yeah, otherwise, that's it. So this is the lounge room as a whole. We're going to start over in this corner. This is where my TV and gaming station used to be, with the sort of TV sitting here and consoles being there. As you can see now, we've got my Phase 1 box set, a bunch of pop vinyls, and then these 6 here have my DVDs in them, with those 2 basically being empty. So this is where I sit, just here, and I use this sort of like a side table for snacks and drinks and stuff when I'm playing games. Got another beanbag for if I get friends over, and then over here we've got my Phase 2 box set here, and Phase 3 is at the back there with my 2 Disney pops sitting here, because on the shelves below it are my Disney films and then sort of kid friendly ones. Then over here, this is my handheld sort of consoles here. You can see the Switch games, PS Vita games with the console sitting there. We've then got my Spyro pops behind my charging station. These have my games in it. Got sort of PG to M there, MA in here, and R in these ones, with this top being single player and these bottom ones being multiplayer. My other device currently charging. Me in the reflection of my screen, and then down here we've got the PlayStation. Alright, so as I said before, finishing off with the questions for myself. As I said, beginning of the video, this was supposed to be up a week ago, so we are actually looking at question 1. Because the idea was that they were supposed to be uploaded in order, like in a particular order, and that the questions were going to be, obviously, therefore, numerical order. And this one actually had a lot of relevance to the fact that it was a spring cleaning, bit of a reorganization video, and it was, when was the last time I pushed the boundaries of my comfort zone? What did I learn from this experience and about myself? My answer that I've written here goes, anytime I attempt to vlog in public or whenever I think anyone else can hear me, I get really self-conscious and I'll stop, even if it wasn't otherwise good take. This tells me that my anxiety about being judged by others is stronger than I sometimes care to admit. While I would in any other circumstance not care about the opinions of others, when it comes to my creative outlets, this is the biggest issue I face. And so pushing those obviously has been a continual thing on this channel, with me trying to become more and more comfortable vlogging in public, which I'm hoping disappears next year, because I'm hoping to move to Sydney next year to start studying at AFTRS. And in Sydney, no one really cares if one person's walking around filming things, because they obviously get a lot of tourists, so it's kind of just an accepted part of life for them. And I'm kind of hoping that it's going to help, knowing that. So yeah, that's all I've got for this video. That question will be in the description as always. And yeah, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, it would be very appreciated. Also hit that notification bell as well, you'll be notified when I upload new videos. If you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, and until next time guys. yet to go down.